All right, hello. Today I am at Finger Lakes National Forest, which is the only national forest in New York State. And it is located about halfway in between Cayuga and Seneca Lake. We have a gorgeous day here today. High is supposed to get up into the mid 50s. So the goal today is to hike on a section of the Interlochen Trail, which connects to the Potomac wetland area. There are some pretty ponds down there. And then I plan on, if there's enough time, to hike back on a horse trail called the Backbone Trail, and then come back to the car. So there's snow on the ground. There wasn't snow anywhere but here. So it doesn't look like much snow, and I think a lot of it will start melting. The Interlochen Trail has a tendency to get very muddy, so we'll see what that looks like. It just gets a lot of use. It's multi-use trail. I think you can take horses on it and hikers and bikers. So it gets muddy, and some sections are in desperate need of maintenance. But we'll take a look and see what it looks like today. And we got a cloudless sky, at least for now. Clouds are supposed to come in later, but we'll check it out. All right. The Finger Lakes National Forest is about 14,000 acres. It's large. It has close to 30 miles of interconnected trails. It's not well known, and I think it's underrated. It's also managed by, of course, it's managed by the federal government. This is federal land, but it's also managed in conjunction with the Green Lakes National Forest in Vermont. So, which is a very different place than this. There are no mountains in here. So this is the Interlochen Trail. This is blazed orange. It's about 14 miles long, from end to end. And now the trail is getting real snowy. Parts of the trail have these puncheon bridges, which are very helpful, especially if it gets swampy. Okay, this is the intersection with the Backbone Trail, which is that's looking west. That's south on the Interlochen Trail, which we're going to be continuing on. And that's looking east. So these are old signs, but they're pretty handy. It looks like there's Ben's fallen tree here. There's a decent amount of snow here, but the walking hasn't been too bad. I'm hearing birds chirping too, which is remarkable. It's the middle of February. So here we go, continuing south along the Interlochen Trail. Gorgeous stand of red pines here that are in a very unnatural straight row, which of course means they were planted many years ago. Like many places in this region that are forested, they've been reforested, which means they were once farmed. And this is one of those places. It's almost like a tunnel in here. So if we go a little off trail here, there's a little offshoot that leads to a view of a large field, a large pasture. And you can, on a clear day like today, you can see across the other side of Seneca Lake, which is one of the 11 Finger Lakes. It's a great view. So let's go take a look. All right, that's the direction I came from. We got some beautiful white pines here. And looking this direction, we're heading towards Foster Pond, one of the first ponds we'll see today. It's quite swampy here. This is an interesting spot. I think this is a crabapple tree. Okay, up here, I'm gonna bear to the left and it's gonna take us right to the pond. And here's Foster Pond. It's definitely frozen over, which isn't surprising. Fairly large. I think there are some bass stocked in here. It's a good spot to take a little break. In the warmer months, you will see people fishing here. Got a willow tree on the other side there. That's where I came from. Definitely a favorite spot of mine whenever hiking here. There's more to see though. All right, this is looking from another perspective. Beautiful. This I like to point out. A tree that's more indicative of Colorado is found here. Aspen tree. Pretty cool. This is the east side of Foster Pond. And there it is. Let's see what's over here. Another vantage point. Not bad. Not going that way, but it's a good spot to stand and look. So instead of going on the Interlochen Trail continuing south, I'm heading east on the Potomac Trail, which for some reason isn't labeled here. But this will take us to the Potomac Ponds area, which is pretty interesting. There's more ponds to see. I've seen people camp in this section as well. Oh, ice just fell. Gorgeous trees here. This is going slightly uphill. And there's ice. All right, I was correct. This is the Potomac Trail because it's marked blue. So I'm on the right, going the right way. Sometimes there are obstacles in the trail. I guess I'll have to crawl under. There's another small pond. Okay, this I believe is Potomac Pond. Not as large as Foster, but just as pretty in my opinion. There's a bench right there. The trail goes right around the edge. Another nice spot to sit, take in the views. Again, this area is called the Potomac Ponds area. And that way we got some nice woods. I believe that's another aspen. Almost 100% sure. Okay. Yellow views there. This is another somewhat hidden tiny pond right here. Almost horseshoe shaped. I love the way the trees frame the edge of them. Great diversity of trees in here. Here's another one. Another small one. Complex of ponds back here. So it's an interesting geological area. They're all frozen. All right. Okay, still on Potomac Trail. This is a part I always tend to get confused where the trail goes, but I've got it this time. We have to go this way, and this will complete the loop and hook back up with the Interlochen Trail. And then I'm gonna take that to the Backbone Trail, and we're gonna return on the Backbone Trail all the way back to almost the beginning to complete the entire hike. It's getting a little warmer out too. Some thin clouds up in the sky. Okay, Potomac Trail sign is right here. Actually, you can go to the right and you can go straight. It's really the same trail. We're gonna go straight. This is the only part of today's hike that I would consider hilly, coming down this part of the trail. If I remember correctly, there's a stream down here too. Much less snow on the ground. Here's the stream. Nice boulder there. Trail crosses the stream. Pretty. A lot of these trails will cross streams. You just have to watch your footing. Sometimes there are bridges. That might be a pitch pine, which is not a common tree in these areas. Okay, after a very short but scenic road walk on this road, the Backbone Trail, we're gonna head this way. This is heading northwest and then north. That's the continuation of the Interlochen Trail, which continues further south for many more miles until it reaches, it ends at the Finger Lakes Trail. Never actually done the entire thing, just sections of it. More views of the other side of Seneca Lake. Quite nice. All right, here we go. Never been on this section, so this is new to me. As I said earlier, the Backbone Trail, which I'm on right now, is multi-use. Hikers, horseback riders, I think snowmobilers, although there's no snow here. It's nice and flat. Kind of reminds me of a rail trail, although there was no railroad here. But the way it's double track, it's a little wider than a footpath. This section of the Backbone Trail is following along the edge of a field. This is looking west. This is the last leg of the part of the Backbone Trail that I'm hiking today. We're going slightly uphill on a pasture, and behind me, that's west, that's the other side of the lake. And some great views. Those are some old oak trees. This would be a great place to come. I'm thinking in late spring, early summer, where there's more green, more color, and warmer temps, and just to kind of see what it looks like. More lush. But I'm still pleased with today, considering the time of year it is. This has been great. Coming up on 4 hours now of hiking, so I know that from the horse camp where the Backbone Trail, where I hooked onto it, that was 2 miles from here. So right now we're gonna continue here to the first junction with the Interlochen Trail from much earlier. All right. This is the only part of the hike I'm backtracking. This is the first leg of the Interlochen Trail. Now heading north back to the trailhead where I parked earlier. It's still beautiful out. It was getting cloudy, and the sun came back out about 20 minutes ago. But I am getting tired, so definitely enjoyed this. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. It should be about, I don't know, about 15, 20 minutes back to the car. I think it's about a mile, maybe slightly under. Okay, look at that. Perfect sky. Okay, that's my loop, the Potomac Ponds and Foster Pond Loop, Finger Lakes National Forest. And of course, part of the Backbone Trail, Interlochen Trail mixed in there. So if you liked what you saw, please subscribe, like, and comment on my video. I definitely accept feedback. So I hope you enjoyed what you saw. Take care.